Did Marvel need to do this? Did they need to make this? As a Punisher fan, I'm going to say no. Unless they're going to build on this later on down the line with another series, with a new villain and new supporting characters, all that stuff. If they're not going to do that, then One Last Kill was completely unnecessary. It's good. It's good. It's not great. It's not great because it's basically just Punisher in a nutshell. If you've been a Punisher fan since before the Netflix era, then you know this story. You already know this story. It's classic Punisher, but they're also moving into familiar territory, but not familiar territory as far as TV is concerned. There's not a lot going on here in terms of connections. I thought they were going to build on the end of Born Again season 1. They didn't. I thought they were going to set up his appearance in Brand New Day. They didn't. It's its own self-contained story, and that's fine. But again, if they're not going to build on this later, then I don't see the point in telling the story again. But if they are, it's a pretty good jumping off point. Either way, it's not something you need to see. Like, if they do come out with a new Punisher series later on down the line, and it picks up where this left off, you could just probably jump right into the series. You could probably just jump right into it. You don't need to see this to get caught up. Because the gist of it is, the Gnucci's, well, Ma Gnucci specifically, is coming after Frank. That's it. That's just it. That's just it. But yeah, let's talk about it. This is the third Marvel special presentation. We had Werewolf by Night, the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, and now this. But the funny thing is, the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special was the only special presentation that was canon. It set up the third movie with Star-Lord and Mantis being siblings, Cosmo, and Groot reaching his next growth phase. They set up a few things. They set up a few things in that special. We don't know if there's going to be more of Elsa Bloodstone later on down the line. No talks of that yet. But they're going to do some more Marvel horror. I'm sure they're going to do more horror. No doubt. This will be pointless. I mean, I have to reiterate, this One Last Kill will be pointless if they do not build on it. Because it really doesn't come across as essential viewing. Dog, I wish I had a pull-up bar on my ceiling. My man did so many pull-ups his hands are bleeding. He did like 41. He did pull-ups till he puked. Popping painkillers, washing them down with booze. I don't think you're supposed to do that. But Frank is cut different. Frank is cut very different. Yeah, my man did the main objective and all the side quests. There's nothing left to do. In the original series, the Netflix series, there's one Gnucci, just one, and it was Tony. Frank worked for a construction company, and the group was antagonizing him. They paid the price for that. But before all that, they plotted a robbery. They plotted to rob a card game, and Tony Gnucci was there. One of the guys from the crew dropped his ID. Tony ordered the man killed, but Frank got to him first, and he killed everybody in the room, including Tony. That was the only Gnucci, and we don't even know how he's related to Ma. The Gnuccis weren't prominent in the Netflix series at all, but they're making them prominent now. But they're not rebooting it. It's not like they brought everybody back to life. We're still in that territory, but now they're moving past it to where the war is essentially Frank versus Ma. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. That's what I did like about this, though, is that they're moving forward while catching you up. I like stories that do that.
When everybody's afraid to rob and steal, things are cool. But now, it's chaos.
You can't even step outside.
You can say what you want about the Gnuccis, but at least they kept it peaceful.
It's not so much that the Gnuccis kept things peaceful. It's just that people knew not to violate on their territory.
No more Cadillacs out here, oh boy. No more big shots. No muckety mucks. All those Gnucci gorillas are gone.
An OG vet. That really does suck how these men and women don't have a problem with serving their country, but then after they're done, their country has a problem serving them. All the homeless vets out there in the country, that's pathetic. They're not pathetic. It's just pathetic that the country won't help them after they've served. But it could also come down to them not helping themselves. Either way, it's a sad state of affairs, and it needs to be rectified. And these jerk-offs.
Dingo!
Hey, what? Oh, that is a huge no-no. That is a huge no-no. I'm pretty sure that falls under stolen valor. That's a bad choice of words there, fella. Like, who would do this? Who would do that? What kind of shit is that? Stolen valor, and he killed his dog. What is that?
Dedicating myself to the completion of the reconnaissance mission should be my life. Physical fitness, mental attitude, high ethics.
The title, Recon Marine, is my honor.
They're reciting the Recon Creed. He's quitting, so he feels like he failed. Because there's nothing left for him to do. He avenged his family, but he's still not at peace. And not only is he not at peace, but the neighborhood has come unraveled. It's spiraling out of control. But boy, that is hardcore. You're gonna slice yourself over your Marine Corps tat. I don't know, man. I don't know if I do all that.
Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Whatever you need from me.
So Curtis Hoyle returns from the Netflix series. I don't think he's dead. I don't think Kurt died. I know he kind of turned away from Frank once he killed Billy Russo, Jigsaw. They might still be cool, but I don't think he's dead. I'm a little curious about that. Kurt was a good character. A great supporting character for sure. A great brother-in-arms to Frank. And we are once again at this trope where the hero doesn't want to be the hero anymore, so he hangs up his jersey, at least until something happens that makes him wake up and decide to get back on the saddle. I mean, it's a pretty tired concept because they do it all the time in superhero media. We just saw it in Born Again Season 1. We're seeing it now. If you execute it right, it's cool. The reasoning just has to hit home. It has to be deep. It just can't be, oh, the world needs a hero. I guess that makes me the hero and I have to, it can't be just that. It has to speak to a character's morality. It's my favorite part of the show, but we'll get there. I don't want to get into it too much before we get there.
Come on, baby.
That's him.
That's right, little buddy. That is him. Frank Castle is him.
Charlie, you're making my heart, not breaking it, right? All right, good girl, good girl.
Hey, it's Bubbles. Y'all seen The Wire, right? Andre Royo, it's Bubbles.
Yeah, now don't worry about it. It's on me. Sorry about the whole commotion.
But then you got to hook the next guy up. There go those cups. Every Marvel show that takes place in New York, probably every show that takes place in New York, you're going to see those cups. Just lawlessness everywhere. I mean, just check it out. Even the cops don't want none. Even the cops don't want none. Shit, cop cars on fire. Just total chaos because the Gnuccis aren't around to keep things in order. So who will fill that vacuum? I mean, Ma Gnucci's still left, but...
Baby, I don't know what to do.
There was nothing left to do.
He wiped them all out, and he's still hurting. He's still in pain. Yeah, he's so tortured. Compared to Dolph Lundgren, who was the typical 80s action hero. Not like Arnold or Sylvester Stallone, but, you know, Thomas Jane, Ray Stevenson, rest in peace. They weren't, I mean, they were badass, but they weren't tortured. John Bernthal is a great Frank Castle because he is a tortured veteran who wants justice for his family. It's tragic. It triggers emotions from me for real. Like I can't front. It's tragic, and it's so well played.
Hey, I love you. Hello.
That's the same actress who played Maria in the Netflix series.
You okay, Daddy?
Wow, dog. That's actually his little girl. That's actually John Bernthal's little girl, Addie.
Hey. Hey,
Man, dude.
No! Baby, come back!
Man, dog. I can't even begin to understand.
Frank Castle! Sorry if I startled you. Old woman. Knows your name, where you live.
Yeah, that's not creepy.
Bobby. My oldest. He was next. He was butchered.
Dog. He sliced him with a hatchet. A hatchet.
It's a real joy to watch your children bear fruit.
Dag, Frank, it was the kid's birthday. You couldn't wait a day?
My beautiful Carlo. Whatever the rumor said, I knew he never touched a single one of those kids.
If Frank got your boy, he probably did touch kids. Because Frank does research, man. He's like Dexter Morgan. He's got to make sure.
I love you, Ma. He said to me.
Oh, dog, he just stomped his cranium in, bro. Now, this whole montage, it has to be around or before season 1, right? I only say that because his skull design is from the Netflix era. That's the only thing that makes sense to me as far as the timeline is concerned. It has to be around 2017 when season 1 happened.
And when that final moment comes, know it was the Gnuccis who did it. I'm the one who's doing the punishing now.
She's probably Punisher's most prominent villain. Besides Jigsaw, who's definitely not coming back, Ma Gnucci is probably his biggest adversary. Where does she go from here with no family, just basically foot soldiers? And that's going to be a very one-dimensional story if all she has are random people who are willing to do the killing for her for a price. I mean, how long could she keep that up? Because we'll just be doing one last kill over and over and over again. There has to be a better way to build Frank up other than just him versus Ma.
You scared, Frank?
Well, I've seen enough Netflix era to know whose voice this is.
You're not a victim, you chose it. Come home from deployment, out the door the next day, huh?
It's weird that Karen's wearing his wife's hoodie. They have a history together. He saved her life a few times, but it was Karen who convinced him to hire Matt and Foggy as his attorneys in his murder trial, which he ultimately tanked just so he could get into prison and kill whoever was in there who was linked to his family's murder. It all started with Karen.
Are you here?
Yeah, Frank. Yeah. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, they kind of got me. They kind of got me here. Like, is she really there? Is she really there? Because if this is set before and during Born Again Season 2, there's no way she's there. Like, what? She's actually there? How? Yeah, he's tripping. But the fact that she's wearing his wife's hoodie from that memory, I think it's safe to say that Frank is romantically interested in Karen, which might be comic accurate. I'm not 100% on that. Wouldn't surprise me. They really did have some moments. And Karen agrees with Frank. Ideologically, they share the same viewpoint. Karen believes that the bad guys have to die. This is horrifying. Just random fucks busted into your crib because they think Frank is hiding in there. It's basically 20 minutes of classic Punisher from here on out. I'll try to include as much as I can. Oh, knife through the arm. Okay. Yeah, you want to see shit like that happen to guys who do stuff like that to women, bro. She didn't have nothing to do with anything. Oh, ow. Metal bat to the back. Uh-oh. Ah. Bing. Oh, we're throwing shit now. Okay. I mean, what are you going to do with a bat against a guy with a gun? Wow. Ooh. I think that guy actually tripped over those bodies. Wow. Ooh. Dude, he's so smart with it. All right. Ooh, they couldn't even show that. Matter of fact, if a guy is getting shot in the head, they don't even show it. They barely even show it. They might show a split-second frame of a guy getting shot in the head, but they won't keep the camera on him for too long because they don't want to be too graphic. That's what makes MCU Punisher still teetering on the PG-13 side. It's not Ray Stevenson violent. It's not Warzone violent. And even that was kind of PG-13-esque. You can't be too gruesome. I'm waiting for a really gruesome Punisher. John Bernthal might be the best from an acting standpoint, but as far as violent, it's like studios are afraid to go there. They're really afraid to go there. He slit a guy's throat with a hatchet, but we're not going to show him doing it. They're pulling their punches. Frank Castle is undoubtedly one of Marvel's most violent characters. Of course, TV studios can't really honor that, but movie studios should be honoring that, but they're not. Bro, that's an old man, bro. What kind of heartless bullshit is that? Thank you. It's like a video game from here on out. Bad guys are dropping weapons. Frank picks them up. On that note, Insomniac, Punisher game, do it. I mean, there's no reason why Insomniac wouldn't make a Punisher game when they're going to make an ultra-violent Wolverine game coming out this fall. There's no reason. And you've got guys running at them who aren't even armed. Oof. See, they could show that because he was wearing a mask. They showed that headshot because he was wearing a mask. No mask, they're cutting away. Okay, yeah, there he is. Go get him. But he's got guns. So what? Go get him. No ammo, no problem. Crack. He broke the gun over the dude's head. Oh, night. Now here's the part that everybody's talking about. That was CG. That was actually CG. I can't even tell, even on this much better computer monitor I have, even though it's not 4K, it's still better than my TV monitor. I can't even tell that was CG. But everybody's saying this is really crappy CG. They couldn't get a stunt double. They just had to do computer animation for it. Like, I'd rather just pay a stunt double. Little Sicily isn't a neighborhood in New York. It's actually Little Italy. I don't know why they would change that, because all Marvel stories, comics, TV, and movies all take place in actual New York neighborhoods. So don't know why they would change that. But according to Eric Voss from New Rockstars, they are actually in Queens. There's actual Queens street corners. So if there is a Brand New Day connection, it's the fact that Frank is in Queens. He's operating out of Queens right now. But how does he meet Spidey? How does he meet Spidey? They don't get into that. He's got to make a choice. Yeah, Ma Gnucci will return. She'll return. The guy at the counter's like, huh? Oh, buddy. So he'll hit you in the face with the gun. He'll save some bullets and just hit you in the face with it. Crack with the, ooh, dude, coffee pot to the face. Oh, that is so diabolical. He made him scream before he slit his throat. Oh, buddy. Dag. Frank took 5 hard ones to the face on top of a knife plunged into his chest. Oh, there's the blue pen. Found it. Dog. He's just stabbing arteries. He's just sticking them in arteries, dude. He's just trying to make them bleed out. Like, oh, this is sick. This is so sick. Multiple shots to the throat. This is on Disney Plus, by the way. And just drop that knife on the floor. There's a child there. Oh, this is my favorite part. So I don't really see stuff like this happen in any other version of Punisher. It's here that Frank realizes that his job isn't over just because he avenged his family. He could be protecting other families. It doesn't have to be about me.
This is for you.
Thank you.
And you never hear people thanking Frank. When Dre and his wife thanked him, I got a little emotional over that. The brutality of it all, and they thank him for saving their lives. You don't see that in Punisher. Might happen a bit in comics, but as far as movies, TV shows, you don't see it. You don't see it. You just see people like Brett Mahoney trying to arrest him. You see cats like Daredevil berate him and chastise him for taking matters into his own hands the way he does. You don't hear a thank you.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna keep going. Huh? 1 batch, 2 batch, penny and dime. Papa Bear's a baker. So am I.
Back on the saddle. Of course, but it's how he got there. It's how you get there that makes that trope a good character moment.
Are you going to pick up?
I already got 2. One pecan, the other one's peach. Already in the fridge.
This asshole was going to bludgeon a black couple, dude. Are we? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Motherfucker got cleaned up. Yo, my man got cleaned up and suited just in time to stop a hate crime. Let's go. Dude, the way he's looking at him, like, oh, I know exactly who you are. Please don't kill me. Oh, you're gonna die. You're definitely gonna die. Oh, yeah, he's scared, dude. Like, oh, you're gonna die, buddy. The OG called him Devil Dog. That is Marine terminology. You might see bulldogs associated with Marines. It speaks to how, ferocious and tenacious those guys are. But how did he know Frank was a Marine? There's probably a patch. He's probably wearing a patch on his gear. I think he's got a patch on his left shoulder. Oh, straight bullseye with it. That's probably the best looking skull he's had since the Netflix era. Do it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I liked it. I give it like a B plus, but it could rise to A tier if they build on it. If they just leave it like this, it's going to be completely unnecessary and it's not going to be, worth the watch. We need a Punisher movie, but I think Lionsgate has the movie rights. Punisher Warzone with the late great Ray Stevenson. I think they still have the movie rights to Punisher, so we probably won't see an MCU Punisher movie anytime soon. But he can appear in TV shows and he can appear in movies. Well, he can have a TV series and he can appear in movies, but the movies are going to be PG-13, obviously, and the show can be R-rated. It was R-rated based off of F-bombs alone. The violence, I don't think, justified an R rating. They pull their punches a lot, but it's Disney Plus, you can't gripe too much about it. Oh, but yeah, good stuff. Not great, but it's good. It's good Punisher content. You can't be mad at it. If you're a Punisher fan, you can't be mad at this. But I do hope they build. This is good stuff. I think this is about it for Marvel TV. This might be it for Marvel TV for the rest of the year. If I can just let's just run a quick little search. See who's a very good source for this. Screen Rant? Sure, whatever. Of course, Spider-Man, Doomsday, every MCU show releasing in 26. Wonder Man, really good. Wonder Man was really good. I didn't cover it, but it's a good watch. It's nice and different. Born Again Season 2, covered it. Please check it out. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Ooh, 26. It doesn't say when. X-Men 97. I might want to cover that. We'll see. Mid 26. So probably soon. Vision Quest. They're still doing that. Good. I was wondering about that. Wow. When? Late 26. So probably fall. Probably the fall. Oh man, I thought we were done with Marvel TV for 26, but it seems like we've got 1, 2, maybe 3 shows that I might be interested in covering. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is really good. It's probably one of the best animated Spider-Man joints I've ever seen. I might not cover it because it's set in its own little universe. It's not really MCU adjacent. I mean, it is. In the first season, they referenced the airport battle from Civil War. They referenced that, but it's not happening in the main 616 universe. So I might leave that alone. X-Men 97, I might want to cover that. I might definitely want to cover X-Men 97. It's fire. If you haven't seen season 1, check it out. Turn this video off right now and go check it out. It's fire. Vision Quest. So they've got their own trilogy going on with the WandaVision, which I covered during the early days of the channel. Feel free to check it out, but I'm not really happy with how those sets of videos turned out. Agatha All Along. Did I cover Agatha? I don't think I covered Agatha, but it's a really good show. And Vision Quest will round out the trilogy. We might get Speed. Well, Tommy Maximoff, he'll make his debut in this show. Well, his debut as an older, capable hero. Okay, so that'll wrap it up. Like, subscribe. You know how YouTube works. See y'all for the next one.